what we have here now is we're discussing the the app county. This is for the residents of Miami-Dade County, okay? And we're going to successful build um, in three phases. It's going to be three phases initially, but we're going to have more phases because that's going to be Google. But on Google, we'll have other phases as well. So I am going to divide um, the county app on the Project Victor Rosario, aka Project Fund, Rideshare app. We're going to have two apps. We're going to have Apple app iOS, and we're going to have Google Android, and then they're going to be working independently. You know, one in their environment, Google environment, and the other one on the Apple environment. But first, we have two options. Option one is either we start with both at the same time or we start with one. I rather to just instead of having two projects open and having two teams and have a control chaos, I'd rather just to focus on Apple, do Apple correctly with Apple developers, work on that for a year, have it ready, and then once that this one is already ready with permits, everything, then we can integrate and have a Google and bring everything into harmonically, holistically, properly done the right way. We're not going to have a Google team and an Apple team, and it's going to be more costly, and we will open ourselves for errors from the management. So basically, we focus on Apple. Once we have Apple ready, we focus on Google. The first phase is going to be human drivers. This phase is going to be fast. We have already 5,000 lines of codes with instructions and everything, backend integration. Uh, all the code is going to be provided for the developers so they can just do and connect the backend integration. We will have a full iOS app structure, authentication flow, booking system, real-time tracking, payment integration points, and driver management. The next step is basically set up the backend infrastructure, implement ABI endpoints, configure payment processing, completing step views, and beginning the testing. That's going to take us around between 3 to 6 months. Okay, I say between 4 to 6 months should be a good time to have the app in just 4 months. Okay, in 120 days we should be already in beginning testing, beta testing. Um, we're going to have a budget of at least $500,000 to start the development and plus infrastructure. Once that we finish phase number one, then we will have the app working on Apple. You can download the app from the App Store, and drivers can go in and we'll have two apps, one for drivers and one for riders. On the rider side, people will just take a picture of themselves, have a profile, your basic profile name, your address, your home office profile, where you're going to be picked up at home, or your points that you would like to be picked up geographically. And then on the rider side, we will have the basics, your name of the driver's license intake, uh, the the insurance, the carrier, the driver has insurance, etc., etc., etc. And also, we will have a management application, which is going to be looking at both, being top of it, looking at the drivers and the riders. We will have from the first phase, we will move to the second phase that we are going to be able to add autonomous vehicles. Okay, those are the vehicles they're driving around. On phase one, immediately once a week we go live, we'll do marketing, we'll do press release, we'll get riders and drivers to get into the environment, and every time that people request for a trip request, that goes to the driver side, and the drivers accept the trip request and goes and picks you up. As soon as that driver close the trip request, that driver, you get charged on your Apple Wallet or directly on your debit card, or and the driver immediately gets paid. So in 6 months, we will have the drivers making bank through our app. Um, the county is going to also make fees, okay? And this is going to be a county-owned industry. We are under my administration. We are going to be creating assets. Okay, these assets can be used in the future for the county, but for now, these assets, what they're going to be doing is generating income for you, the resident, every 3 months from the operations of rideshare app and operations of picking tourists, residents all around the 34 municipalities in Miami-Dade County is going to generate income on daily basis. Okay, the driver makes money. The app, the whatever is left over, that's going to be divided with all the residents. Then, on the second phase, we're going to add autonomous vehicles. That's going to take us another 6 months to have vehicle type selections, UI, enhanced safety protocols, remote monitoring frameworks, and other type of coding that needs to happen because these vehicles are going to be driving by themselves. So we have to have that right. Okay, so it's going to take us around 6 to 8 months because it's something new, but it's going to be very interesting every time that we have new technologies. That's on technology. That's one of the things that always motivates me. Uh, Learning and doing new things, the new frontier. So it's going to be a very good project to be managing that project from the office of the mayor, and I am going to be in direct contact on weekly and daily basis, seeing the progress of the developers, seeing what they're having errors. We can be able to manage that from the office. Phase two, we will have the architecture ready, and we will be able to once the phase one is ready, we'll start on architecture ready. Uh, Phase two also, as we complete in phase one, a lot of things that we are going to be needing for phase two, they're going to be already made on phase one. So it's just integrating everything seamlessly working for the app. Okay. Feature ready like vehicle type selection and enhanced safety protocols, remote monitoring framework. um API integration, additional testing, and regulatory approval. Okay, so we'll talk about the regulatory approval later on. And then on phase three, we will have the eVTOL integration. This is going to be the full multimodal routing for everything. So we're going to have air taxis that you're going to be able to select from the app. So the app, you open the app and you on the rider side, you're going to be able to select I want to be picked up by an air taxi. I am in this XYZ airport. I am going to be able to get um, um, I'm going to be able to get picked up by a driver. I want to be a driver. I don't want to be on an unmanned vehicle, or I want to be picked up by an unmanned vehicle. And every time that those vehicles picks you up, the benefit of those vehicles is they're going to be working 24 hours a day. Okay, minus maintenance. Maintenance is if it's a gas vehicle, just fill the gas tank, do some vacuuming, and throwing through a car wash, and that's a process a pit stop that will be done in 15 minutes. If it's a EV vehicle that needs charging, well, according to the charging, could be taking 15 to 30 minutes, but while it's charging, the vehicle is get vacuumed, it gets ready, sanitized, and is ready to rock and roll. Once the vehicle is ready, it's just the next thing that needs to go is through the car wash and poof, and it's live. Okay. Um, we're going to have uh, uh, a very poor management systems because we will have multiple small vertical airports around our county. So the idea is to have the air taxis, drones flying, landing, and when they land, the driver comes, picks the rider, and continues with the rider to their home. If they're coming from a cruise ship or coming from any part of any of the surrounding airports that we have in our county or in our neighboring um, counties, we will have built a technology stack for frameworks, architecture, backend to implement databases, real time hosting, and all these parts, all these components parts are going to be loose, but we're going to start integrating them. And when we start integrating them, there's going to be some cost. The cost is going to be covered by our initial budget. Okay. Uh, so just a quick start for the developers, we will have like the review of the documentation. We will sit down with the developer team once we select the developer team so we can start working with the project, review the documentation, which we already have the documentation. Read project overviews, review backend API specs, and the implementation guides. That's going to take us around probably 1 day to do it. We will have lunch in the same room, and we will have everything ready, documentation pass to all the developers, and we're going to be looking and we're going to be in the same page from day one. From there, the developer team starts working, developing the environments and installing the code, open the project, open the line of code, and start working and configuring the backend. Okay, once they start configuring the backend and updating everything, and we have the backend API specs that I already have created, they're going to then move to the complete implementation, which are the priority tasks, the implementation, the payment integration, stop use and features, error handlings throughout the app, and implement push notifications as well. On step 5, we will have the test and deploy. Okay, so we have the project scope. Okay, core app, services layer, models, UI views, testing, and project scope. We will have in the website. We will have the project scope. Updates. Anytime that developers do something on the core app, that bar, the completion is going to move from 0% to 1%, 5%, 10%, all the way to 100%. Services layers, models, UI views, etc., framework ready. Um, this is going to take us with two developers. Okay, two developers, but we're going to add four developers. Okay, so we can do things faster. But the initial numbers and everything that I am doing is with two developers, but we're going to have at least four developers and one project manager, making sure that everything is working correctly. We will get the project manager directly inside from our county, from the IIT department, and we will have the estimated cost breakdown for the iOS development, backend development, testing, and Q&A. From there, we will have the monthly infrastructure that the app is going to pay every month to AWS and GCP database and third-party services and payment processing. Those are operational costs that we will have on daily basis. We will have the operations, which are support team, marketing, and legal compliance. We will have some costs regarding all that. When everything is going to be in black and white, everything is going to vary from month to month, but that's going to be the total phase of phase one. I estimated based on the numbers and everything that I am doing, is going to be between 350,000, 300,000, all the way to 500,000. We're going to leave an extra buffer zone, but I think that we want to be able to do everything the phase one and start generating income for the residents in with less than $500,000. That's going to be phase one. Again, this is going to be county owned, county built. We're cutting the middleman. That way, we own the operations. We're going to build also analytics. Analytics is something that I love, and we're not going to use external tools so other people see what's happening inside of our county app. This is just going to be custom based. We want to create a dashboard, and we will have our own analytics so our management team from the app can manage correctly and provide a top-notch service. We will have security compliance already implemented and the app features as well. Okay, so we will have three apps. One app is the rider side. That's the rider. They'll have their own phone authentication, the address input, the first estimation of the trip, the payment processing, the rider history, rating system so they can ride the drivers, promotions and referrals as well. We will have the driver's app, which will have the offline and online and offline talk. You know, want to be offline taking trips, you want to be offline taking trips. Your location broadcasting into the app so they know where you're at, so we can send trips based on your location. Ride acceptance, so you want to accept the trip, and navigation integrated on Maps or Apple Maps, and eventually future with Google Maps API. Documents upload, so you can upload like documents. Your driver's license, your insurance, etc. Anything that management asks you to upload, you will have means to upload it. Uh, any problems, you know, in your car, somebody, you know, do something in your car, you can be able to take a picture and send it like to management so we can make the right decision for customer service side. And also support shot. The vision is transform Miami-Dade County into a model for future urban mobility by seamlessly integrating ground transportation with autonomous vehicles in our aerial taxis. The future of transportation starts right here in Miami-Dade County, and we're going to build this together. You are going to be watching how this is getting built in our website, seeing the progress bars, how we're moving everything and some of the service area in Miami-Dade County, we will cover the 34 municipalities, Miami-Dade County, Aventura, Bal Harbor, Bay Harbor Islands, Biscayne Park, Coral Gables, Color Bay, Doral, El Portal, Florida City, Golden Beach, Hialeah Gardens, Homestead, Indian Creek Village, Key Biscayne, Medley, Miami, Miami Beach, Miami Gardens, Miami Lakes, Miami Shores, Miami Spring, North Bay Village, North Miami Beach, Opalaca, Palmetto Bay, Pinecrest, South Miami, Sunny Isles Beach, Surfside, Sweetwater, Virginia Gardens, and West Miami. We will have airport coverage, including Miami International Airport, MIA, Miami Opalaca Executive Airport, Miami Executive Airport, and Miami Homestead General Aviation Airport, and Dade Collier Training and Transition Airport, TNT. We'll be able to, from let's say that you are a writer that you want to go to Monroe County, to Key West, Alamorado Marathon. Don't worry, we'll take you there too as well. Also, Broward County or Palm Beach County. We will do the 31 municipalities in Broward County and the 39 municipalities in Palm Beach County as well, from Miami-Dade County. So we can drive people from Miami-Dade County all the way out and then come back as well. And eventually, we're going to be able to expand as well and get drivers from other municipalities so they can work in our area and bring customers and move customers in their municipalities as well. Geographically bounds is going to be around 2,000 square miles in Miami-Dade County. And then we have also already the important nodes, the backend requirements, you know, The instructions, I have the instructions that I am going to keep here for myself. But we have the backend requires the payments, the maps, Apple Map Kit, and Google Places for maps, and Apple Map Kit should be used, and blah 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 blah, and have all the instructions what they're going to happen with the map. And they have the testing. Testing requires an Apple developer account, which is currently cost $99 per year. That's another cost like for development every month. And also, we will need legal Florida TNC and permits with the state of Florida and the county so we can enter to the airport. So that's something that we also going to do ourselves with county officials so we can have all these permits and all the legality of the app, all the ducks in a row for you so you can have an app from county built, county owned, resident first administration that will send you a check every 3 months because the app is not going to have uh, investors. Okay, the county app is going to be a county owned, and there's no investors. So we right in there we cut that part, and all benefits are going to be directly to you. The county makes their application, the fees, and after the fees, there are going to be some percentage per transaction for the county, so we can provide better services and we can provide new programs for you, the resident of Miami-Dade County, and also every 3 months you're going to get a check every 3 months. We will have after the legal part, we will have the commercial insurance requirements, and then after all that is done, we will have the developers review all documentation, set up the development environment, implement backend APIs, complete UIs, and begin the testing. And that's going to be for for the developers. So the four developers are going to be busy. The project manager is going to be assembling the team, creating project timelines, set up infrastructure, beginning regulatory processes, and the marketing strategy. The strategy marketing plan is already done by me. So the project manager is going to just follow the instructions that I already created with a marketing plan. Uh, and then basically for the county commissioners and county officials, we will have review financial projections, they approve the development budgets, establish partnerships, recruit initial drivers, and plan the launch event. Okay, and we will incorporate everybody from the county in our new and asset for the county that can be used in the future. These assets there that I in my administration that I'm going to be creating are going to be very good for the county for the future generations to come. Okay, and we're preparing and we're doing all this because number one, we're going to start seeing how artificial intelligence, automation, robots start taking people's job. And with this, we're going to have a nice foundation of some funds so the residents of Miami-Dade County can survive and we won't have to be dependent or waiting from the state of Florida to send parachute money that is going to end eventually, or the federal government to exactly do the same, that they will create a program here and there, and we're not going to wait. Whatever uh, the county can do with programs, whatever the county can get from the state of Florida, whatever we can get from the federal government and the White House and Congress, it will be ice in the cake based on what we're creating. So we're going to create a lot of assets under my administration. That way, the residents of Miami-Dade County will be able to get a check. Okay, every 3 months, and then any programs for universal income, how they wanted to say. I was seeing the other day Elon Musk talking with the Saudis, discussing the robots, the technology, and they're like talking about creating a universal income for everyone in different parts of different countries. This is not just going to be a problem here in Miami-Dade County or United States and the 50 states and territories. This is going to be global, okay? Um, 2 days ago, China developed, launched robots to manage their traffic. Okay, so eventually we will have robots here in Biscayne managing traffic. Okay, eventually we will incorporate robots too, and those robots are going to make our life easier, and we will have our assets and police officers to be deployed and do other better things than be under sun. Uh, Doing traffic. Okay, we will leave that to the robots. They will have cameras integration. If anybody decided not to obey a robot, they're going to get a citation because they will be recorded. And also all the cameras that we will have for artificial intelligence of all the traffic light systems, they will be upgrading as well. And we will also, that's one of my projects, create our artificial intelligence cameras inside of our county as well, so we have full control of our traffic in our county, not leave this for our external corporation to just manage what happens and what doesn't happen. With artificial intelligence, we'll be able sufficient to uh, to do this ourselves with our IT department, and we grow. We will have to hire professionals, and we will hire them so we can have the best services for you, the residents of Miami-Dade County, and this is going to last for many generations to come as we move from the outdated systems that we currently have. These outdated systems are in the 1970s, 1980s, the same red, yellow, you're waiting. Nobody's going through the intersection, but it's a red light. You're there waiting. Well, artificial intelligence is not going to be like that. Artificial intelligence, if you're not going to be waiting, it's going to be moving. So,